Pigs in the past suffered from cramped living spaces when living in single pig pens. Insufficient space for these pigs resulted in behavioural changes such as aggressiveness, physically hurting themselves and pigs around them, and also withdrawing themselves from everyday activities, causing chronic stress and rendering them unsociable to other pigs. Its purpose is to let pigs have more space in larger pig pens. As a result, it becomes easier for both sides. Pigs are able to roam and farmers are able to supervise and manage the pigs when they are all in one place. Not only will it be easier for the piggery, but it will also be economically beneficial towards it as well. Larger grouping pens are innovative for the Australian pig industry as they provide more space for pigs to wander and are both environmentally and economically beneficial. As you see in this diagram, pigs were in a singular 2-metre pen that had their food and water in the top right and left corner. They were confined into small spaces where they were unable to turn around. Nowadays, pens are larger, more efficient and also enabling them to socialise. Having pigs in singular pens were costly since each pen had their own infrastructure and equipment, and by reducing the cost, all piggeries across Australia are benefiting greatly to this cost-effective way to manage pigs and still let them have their freedom.
Housing individual pigs in smaller pens is not workable by definition as the results are far from desirable, especially when considering ethics. While housing pigs individually in confined pens may be most practical for producers, the practice is not workable. This is because small pens and single animals do not meet the government standing guidelines.
A large group size is a relative term that encompasses the range from 50 to 1,000 pigs per pen, or even larger. A pig pen that could hold this many pigs can easily change the entire pig industry as it would make pigs more available to free space and have enough space to still be able to manage them. All pigs are in the same age group, so there is no hostility. Environmentally appropriate relates to the guidelines on pig housing, which clearly states minimal to no harm upon the environment and the pigs themselves to be conducted. However, housing multiple pigs in one pen, especially as many as 50 to 1,000, hides the risk of an unstable or an inappropriate environment. As the group is so large, it can become difficult to manage. Grouping pigs in the same age group is a sustainable practice as it allows pigs in the same developmental stage to interact and socialize as much as required in a safe manner. It also allows the feed to be managed and distributed as required by the age group, which is a sustainable way to control varying abiotic factors. Sickness and disease are spread easily in larger pens. Although it has its benefits, the risk of disease being spread is increased drastically. For example, a disease like the zoonotic disease, which is a type of disease that can actually be passed from animals to humans, as this causes great difficulty in effectively exterminating it, as the more pigs there are, the harsher the conditions of management.
Pens are being socially acceptable. Pens and shelters are designed and constructed to provide protection from wind, sun and rain. They must allow access to light which mimics natural light cycles. Sufficient space is provided to allow pigs to move around freely, lie down at the same time on clean and dry bedding in appropriate feed, water, and separate dining area. Enclosures are designed and maintained to ensure that they are free draining, hygienic, and free from disease. Animals are housed in appropriate social groups, e.g. age, and are monitored to ensure there's not undue aggression. Recent research indicates that filing crates used in filing and early lactation provides increasingly safe and lower rates of death in piglets. Therefore, while not an attractive image, carefully used filing crates could lead to better animal welfare outcomes. Research points against being socially acceptable. Enclosure design is small and does not allow pigs to move appropriately. Enclosures have dangerous materials which may injure pigs. Floors do not drain freely, making animals stay in wet conditions or feces for extended periods. Pigs are not housed in social groups and
To conclude, housing pigs in a large group and pen is an appropriate and sustainable housing method. However, there are requirements for it to be so. Pigs must be grouped by age, all pigs must be able to roam around and supervise correctly in any case of hostile behaviours, and also follow the spaced per pig regulations. The pigs, however, are the main benefiting factor when housing.
Created using Powtoon.